in the beginning, as we were learning more and more about the virus, testing was only available for symptomatic carriers. So you didn't even have the availability to do testing unless you had somebody who was already symptomatic. And as we have learned through the course of the last couple of months, the role of the asymptomatic carrier is what is so dangerous to our communities. We went into surface testing already doing human testing. So we were beyond if you had a symptomatic employee or resident, then we did all human testing for the community anyway, and then moved into surveillance testing for our staff as well.
We decided early on that we were going to assume that every surface was contaminated and every person that walked in our communities was asymptomatic positive, and we responded. We started burning PPE very early, but we really didn't have any visibility of what was really there. When the surfing testing option came up, all we knew is that it came in the building, right? But we found through testing there's certain groups that are more vulnerable of employees to spreading it. For example, our med aides. Our med aides are the highest percentage of employee that have tested positive, and they go from obviously from resident to resident.
The opportunity to do surface testing, we really went into that with the mindset of we want to know more about how this virus works. One of the things we learned as starting to get positive results on surface testing, which was then followed with human testing and not finding the virus in humans, was really a better understanding of cleaning protocols and a better understanding of how you monitor outside providers. Knowing that we already screen providers as they come to the door, but you don't have that opportunity for testing within critical outside providers coming in the way you do your own staff. And it really led us to make changes in both our cleaning protocol in some of those heavier traffic areas, particularly, as Fee mentioned, heavier traffic areas that are really touched by the med techs, which we agree are probably the most critical point in the building for potential for spread, realizing that even through the screening process that they were leaving COVID behind while they were passing the mandatory screening.
What we're experiencing here in Oregon is same what the rest of you are, is that there's more demanding on testing in the labs. The longer and longer time for human testing is taking longer to get the results back. And if you're in a building and you know through a service test you've got COVID, but you're waiting for 3, 4, 5 days for a human test, that's just, one, it's expensive, but more importantly, it's potentially costing lives. There's a big error rate in all these tests, human tests, human tests in particular. There's the false negatives and so on. And so I think we got to use as many tools as we can. Anything that's available, we have to use to fight this. And it's not just COVID-19, you guys. We got to do this because we have to evolve. There's going to be COVID-20, COVID-21. I mean, this is going to continue, and we have to build those walls and create safe places and give people confidence that our communities and our environments and the services we offer are the very safest place for people to live.